If I wanted to learn more about gardening, I would be looking for experts or fellow learners who are also trying to improve their gardening skills or their gardening knowledge. I wouldn't be looking for people who are uninterested in gardening because those people can help me to improve. And this, of course, doesn't only apply for gardening, this applies for all aspects of life. Welcome, everyone. My name is Tobias Philipp, and in this episode, I want to share my perspective on the importance of environment and how it impacts my personal growth and success. Because my environment, and with environment I mean the people I hang out with, the people I listen to, or the people I follow online, have a huge influence about the things I think about, but also the things I'm interested about. And they say that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with, which I believe is true. But I think it's better to say that you are the 5 people you are most influenced by. And this can be people you hang around with in real life, but this can also be people I follow online. I follow on social media, etc. And if I'm aware of this, if I know that this is taking place, I must be very selective on who I listen to. And that's why I'm trying to only listen to people who are on the same path or who have the same interest, and I'm trying to avoid the people who are not on the same path I am, or who are talking about things I'm not interested in. Because it would be, I think, for me, very weird to listen to somebody or hang out or try to improve myself with people who are not on the same path that I am, don't have the same interest, or who don't have the same expectations. And that's why I'm trying to align myself, or to let me be influenced by people who have the same goals I have, who are trying to walk the same path, who are trying to make the same journey. Because if I'm aligning myself with those people, those are the people who can help me. Maybe they are at the point that I want to be, or that I want to go to, or maybe they are trying to go to the same place that I try to go to. And if they're trying to go to the same place, we can help each other to grow, or to help to share the knowledge that we received, to help and grow and go to the place that we both want to go to. So, for example, if I wanted to learn how to cook, I would buy a book about cooking. I wouldn't buy a book about cleaning, because that would be very weird. If I want to learn more about cooking, I must be learning about cooking. And this can be books. For this example, it's books, which is a little bit easier because you can be a little bit more selective, and it's easier to say no to other books. With people, it's a bit harder, but I think the idea is the same, or I see the idea as the same. And of course, in my experience, it can be very difficult to say no to people, or to try to avoid people who have a different experience, or who have different perspectives than I have. But I believe, at least for me, it's very important to do so, although sometimes it can be very hard. And does that mean that people who have different interests are wrong? No, of course not. It doesn't mean that somebody who has different interests than I have is in the wrong direction or does bad things. Absolutely not. But there are so many different people and so many different paths, different expectations and different experiences, that it's almost impossible to only find people who are on the same path that I am, who are aligned with my goals. And that's why I think it's so important to be in touch with like-minded individuals. Because if I'm in touch with like-minded individuals and I hang out with those people, I will grow way faster than if I'm hanging out with people who are not on the same path that I am. And if I hang out with people who are on a different path, or who have different expectations, I can help them grow, and they can help me grow. So that's why I think it's so important, and that's why I also think that it's very important to accept everyone, and to accept that there are different people who have different opinions and different expectations. And as I said earlier, it can be very difficult to say no to people, especially if it's your friends, or maybe even your family. But you always have a choice, or at least I think I always have a choice, and I can choose to do something, or to hang out with people, or to listen to people who benefit me, who help me to grow, or to go in the direction I want to go, or I choose not to. But if I choose not to, I have to accept the fact that I'm not trying to go or to improve myself, or that it doesn't really benefit me in a way it should be or it could be. And that again doesn't mean that I don't hang out with people who have different interests, of course not. But it means that those people who are maybe my friends or again maybe my family, I have fewer encounters with them because our paths do not cross that many times. So sometimes again it can be a little bit difficult, but I think it's okay that everybody has his or her own life path, and everyone does what he or she thinks is best for them. And yes, sometimes it means that you see some people a little bit fewer, or some other people which you didn't see that many times in the past, you now maybe see more times because you align with each other and you can help each other grow. So if I know which direction I want to go, it's very important for me to choose the right influences, to choose to which people I listen to, which people I watch, or what books I read. If I know which way I want to go, I have to make the right choices. And sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, but if I know that I make the right choices, or at least the choices which benefit me, I can improve way faster. And sometimes I think that some people may dislike the choices I make, or may not be willing to help me in a way that benefits me. But what I've learned is that most of the time it's not really that big of a deal, because everyone is on his or her own life path. And most people don't even have time to think about what I am doing or what someone else is doing. And that's okay. And that's why at least I think I have to make the choice which is good, the choices which are good for me and which help me in the end. And this is my perspective, and those are my experiences. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are or what your experiences are. Share this episode with somebody who you think may benefit from it. And once again, thank you for listening.